Almost I was trying to put the unmute it and I almost put uncam it. Woo! That would have been an epic fail. Okay. Let me get me something to drink because my mouth is dry. I'm trying to see some snacks. I'm feeling snacky right before live. I gotta change some of my habits.
I
Can you?
like I like having the day off. Even though I need to look at the day off. I like having the day off because the day off means that now it's 6 o'clock, but I'm not.
Mhm. All right, y'all. I'm just waiting for people to come in. Well, I sound crunchy. Can you text Dwayne and tell him I'm back? I'm back on. Grand evening. Grand evening. Y'all might hear some crunching in the background because I got the munchies, so I'm gonna be snack. What you do? This time, look up Dwayne. This time,
Oh, I told you so.
yeah, yeah. Because if I try to text him, then it'll interrupt the live. Okay, so where I left off at, I should have actually watched the video I made before I came back on here. But I was telling y'all about the the hidden semen, and I was saying that sometimes it'll seem like I'm giving y'all the same message over and over again. But if I go on a spirit walk and they saying the same thing to me, it's because when I told y'all you didn't get it. So they want it to be reiterated. Now, oh, I should have had that video up. Damn. It's a video on YouTube that I saw where it is an example of how um when the sperm enters the womb, the cervix, it shows the eggs, babe. Is it the eggs putting the sperm to sleep or the womb around the egg? We was watching some kind of fertility thing and it was saying how powerful the woman's womb is and how when she finds a sperm that she likes out of the million, she holds it for she holds it and she puts it to sleep till she's ready to use it. So I was trying to explain to them in that way so that they could understand when I say that the body is siphoning out the corrosion on the sperm that's coming in and it's holding it in place until the right time. So what they was telling me was um, people are going to be getting pregnant months after they had sex. So it's going to be complications with the person that they had sex with thinking that it wasn't them. And they were saying that this is just the next stage. They don't, science doesn't understand our bodies, basically, is what they were saying. Like they think that a woman takes 9 months to have a baby, but a woman takes as long as she takes. So when a woman has a baby, she's only 5 months pregnant, and she has her baby, and even though it's premature, it's still regular. and healthy is because that's all it took her. And when we had talked to that, when we had watched the elder speaking, and she was saying she had an interracial child, she got pregnant by a white man, and that baby took 10 months to bake instead of 9. So they was using those examples to show me that the science that this plane that we're on has is not accurate. It's only what they know thus far. Saying it right there, what they know, like, but they don't know everything. They only know what they know. So, as complicated as that message was, and it is very complicated. Just be careful. Don't get upset if you are one of those people that is pregnant and you have no idea how you're pregnant. Don't be upset about it. Feel honored that you were chosen. Okay. The other thing I wanted to talk to y'all about was, wait, what was the other message they told me to tell them? Damn, I told you don't forget. I did. I said I'm gonna forget it. Write it down. What I said to you. That shit gone. It was not oh, Tucson. Remember they was talking about Tucson? Yeah. No, but I wonder if they know if anything about his back. So okay. Um, when I was under on this trip, I guess Tucson was talking to me. Ha ha ha. This shit sound crazy. So how you say his name? Tucson Overture. Tucson Overture was talking to me, and he was telling me that there was something in his back, either something in his back hidden or something cut his back. I have absolutely no idea what that is about. So if any of y'all have any knowledge on the story of Tucson Overture, um and something happening to his back, or do you know where his bones are? Oh gosh. Okay. If anybody is listening and they have any information about the hmm, about the Hyades Tucson Overture's death. We believe he was buried in France in the mountains. That's what you said? I'm sorry, he was in jail in France in the mountains. He needs us to get his bones. Where is he buried? I hope I have some Haitian followers. If you know anything about that story, I mean, I'm not from Haiti, so I don't know anything about your story, but I don't know if he was able to contact me because blood seeks blood or what, but that message was very clear. His bones is not where they supposed to be. Something about his back on the right hand side, top rib cage. What is that? Top rib cage, left, right hand side, back. He's very upset. Yeah, I mean, if y'all know where his bones are, please tell me and I'll figure out how to. I don't fucking know what I'm supposed to do with recovering his fucking bones. But if y'all know where his bones at, I mean, I guess I'll figure it out. So that was another message in there. That was weird. And he was really pissed off too. So please get me that information. Um, what else? It's hard to talk about some of the stuff because this is personal stuff. It's shadow work, so I don't want to mess around and say stuff that was meant for only me. Oh yeah, they are really serious about you guys spitting in the dirt. So if you have access to sand on the beach and you dig a little bit, spit in there and cover it up with the sand that you dug out or the dirt you dug out. Um, but when you spit, make sure you're thinking about what kind of seed you want to plant because you're going to use your saliva as the seed to reseed the planet. There is things happening to this planet that's no longer acceptable to the earth, and she is requesting help. So for those who are truly hearing what I'm saying, this is how we fight our war. We're going to fight our war through saliva. We're going to fight our war through giving birth. We're going to fight our war through spiritual awakening. And we're going to fight our war with the original weapons of mass destruction. And that is going to be our sorcery, our magic, okay? Our crafita, okay? So you got to start sharpening up your skills. So let me give you an example. One day, me and my husband walked into the living room, and one of our kids was walking into the wall, and we thought, okay, maybe she's a little bit off. And we asked her why was she doing that, and she said, "Cause I could walk through walls." And we was laughing because she clearly wasn't walking through the wall because she kept knocking herself out. So it was interesting that our first response was to laugh at her rather than training her and letting her keep walking through the wall to the wall until she got through. Don't be that type of parent for your child. If your child um, is doing something that looks off to you or something that's you will think, oh, kids have a great imagination. Um, embrace that within them, encourage it, live in it with them. I would be so much more ahead with my children if I had that type of energy around me when I first started to, do what I do. So it's important that y'all be cognitive of your children's gift gifts. Another thing I was able to see while I was under was how incredibly fast my body was vibrating. It was vibrating so fast I could see through it. So that brought me back to my daughter walking through the wall. So maybe she was able to understand something that I didn't understand at that moment. So it's really important that you guys um, watch some superhero, supernatural movies or TV shows or animes with your kids. Watch it with your kids. See what your kids are attracted to. See what they're attracted to. Whatever they're drawn to, and you want to like encourage it in them. I have I gotta be careful with what I say all the time. Damn. I can't even tell that story because that's y'all would know who I'm talking about. Anyway, the children are very aware of what needs to be done, and your only job is to follow them and be obedient. And if your ego is too much in the way for you to get that lesson, it's not your time right now. You're gonna have to wait for the next round to ascend. But understand the children are smarter than you. They know more than you. So just listen. I had saw a movie on Tubi, and there was, hold on, let me think. Damn it, it'll come back to me. Was something on Tubi about this. Mm, I lost it. But anyway, I wanted to so this is how it comes to me when it's time for me to go on another spirit walk. I will start to smell mushrooms everywhere when they're nowhere around. That's how they communicate with me. That's when they're ready to bring me in um to teach me some more. This particular trip, I took 3.5 grams of mushrooms. And normally my trips are 3 to 4 hours, period. Okay. 3 to 4 hours, period. Like it never go past that. And then after that, I'm getting the reflection time. Well, this particular trip, it was 9 hours long for such a low dose. It was 9 hours. And when I came out of it, it felt like I got hit by a car. It took me through so much information and memories. Oh my God. This is a lesson I want to give y'all. Okay. I am going to try to not put my personal business out there, but it's real important that you get this message. Okay. We all have bodies, and we can look at each other's bodies and we can look at our bodies, but we can't see our heart or our organ. But it's in there working. That's really important. That's really important for you to understand. You cannot always see the important shit. You're only seeing surface stuff. So I have a situation where, hmm, okay, no, I can't do that. Hold on, let me figure out how to say this. Sometimes in relationships, we think that they're horrible or the person we love is horrible. Augustus, are you falling asleep? Okay, you took that medicine. I'm checking on you. Yeah, because it's going to knock you out. Sorry, y'all. He just had a surgery today, so I gotta watch him. Um, hmm. Okay, I can give you this. This is my story, so I can give you this part of my childhood. When I was 8 years old, my dad had an affair on my mother with a white woman. He left the family. He went to go be with this white woman, and they had a son together. My mother was never able to give my dad a son. She gave him a lot of daughters, but never a son. Now, it looked like he was a horrible person, a man who abandoned his family. And, I still have siblings that still hold hate in their heart because of that time period of separation. Um, but the thing is, on that particular side of the family, the bloodline has faded away, like they've died off. Now, so in my trip, let's try to stay with me. In my trip, I was shown the table in which contracts are made and how the plan for being down here is going to be, and all the characters being family members, friends, co-workers, bosses, everybody in your life. I was able to see all of it. And I was able to see that betrayal my father did to the family was able to keep his bloodline going in a very profound way. So when I talk about my dad to my siblings and this like about this particular situation, is it causes conflict. And I say, they asked me, why you never mad at daddy? Like, why you was never mad at him? And I said to them, it's not that I'm not mad at the certain things that my dad did or didn't do. It was that I understand it more than the siblings do. So I'm trying to say that if you think a person that you love has betrayed you or done something horrible, you are only seeing their flesh. You cannot see their organs. Babe, did you hear me? Did that shit make any sense?
Me here.
What the fuck was that? I look, y'all gotta do better than that. 'Cause I'm really not sure they got that. I'm trying to make this simple. I gave y'all an example before a couple of years ago about the crossing guard saving the child from being hit by the car, but she lost her life. But her only purpose in life was to be born just so she could die on that day. But nobody knows that because nobody can see inside her skin.
Her destiny.
So was that better? Yo, just the shit they be telling me to. Okay, Dwayne said it makes sense. Cause I'm like, this fucking yeah, souls do have contracts, honey. Yes. So basically, I was in a boardroom when the contracts was being made for a particular situation in my life, and I said, God damn, that shit played out like the fucking like the Marvel stories. I was like, oh my God, that shit makes perfect sense. And then when I tried to speak to a family member about it, the anger and the hate in the heart of the person, it wouldn't even allow them to even get the message. So I just was like, yeah, exactly. Exactly. So man, that was a powerful trip I had. And I said, I'm going to name these shrooms rolling because I was fucking rolling. And when I tried to stop the trip like 5 hours in. I was like, yo, enough. We done. And they kept on coming with more information. So I said, y'all keep fucking with me. I'm going to eat some candy. So I ate candy and that shit was still coming. I said, keep it up. I'm going to eat some meat. Y'all hate meat. I'm going to fuck this turkey bacon up. So then I started chewing the turkey bacon, and then I said, "Let me spit this out because they don't be playing that shit." They had me throwing up everywhere. But yeah, it was like it was nothing I could do, nothing to stop it. It just kept going until it was done. And I got so much messages about the planet and our role and what's about to happen. That's true too, Dwayne. Sometimes it's a twin. It's a twin. You can come into this world and your twin is like the anti fucking Christ. So yeah, it could definitely be in the bloodline too. The rival. So that was the message I wanted to give y'all about my trip I just went on to try to keep myself in a stable mindset when my son was on trial. So it worked. It did what I needed to do. I needed it to do, and I got the messages I needed, and everything worked out at court. So all of that shit's done for now, I guess. They always got something going on with them, but it played out the way I wanted. The other thing I did was I wanted to talk to y'all about was the Emerald tablets. I had started reading, watching the wait, what is it called? The audio book of the Emerald tablet. And I was going through all of them, and at the end of me, when I finished it, I was like, wow, those were the most sick, disturbing people I've ever heard of in my life. And I really got an attitude. I was angry and I was like, wow, this shit is crazy. And I thought, and I kept thinking that Anunnaki sound a lot like what we consider to be those white devils. And so I'm like trying to understand these tablets. And then I go into the story of the Atlanteans, I guess, and I'm listening to this. And then they like everything in these tablets is what I've always said to my husband. I've always said this. This wasn't that, this was that. Haven't I, babe? Babe, you hearing me? You is not listening to me. I said, haven't I always said this wasn't what they thought it was when it comes to like Egypt and the sand and Noah and the boat and the Atlanteans, all that? I've always said that. So when I read the tablets, I was like, um, but I already knew all of this stuff. And it was kind of sick how they was taking our animals and experimenting with them to make slaves for them. It was just really, it was awful. And I was thinking, we don't read a lot. Okay, son, I'm on live, honey. Um, so I started thinking about heaven. In the tablets, it says the heavens. The heavens to me is either Nubaru, babe. What is called Nibiru or Nubaru?
Never. That was
Just tell me what the name of that country is or planet. Nibiru. Is the planet or is the station? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't think Nibiru is a planet. I believe it's a spaceship. I believe that they planet died. It might have been kind of Nibiru. That's probably what it was, but their planet died and they were left to live on their spaceship on their just like the 100 nigga, just like the 100, right? And so they going around into the fucking universe trying to find somewhere they could save their damn planet or they spaceship because they lost everything because of whatever they was into. You can imagine after what they did to us. And then I was thinking, they always say the heavens. To me, the heavens might be their original planet where they came from. So I think the Christians, when they're saying the heavens, it is their God. It is their resting place. It's not ours. So they might be remembering their uh, connection with the Anunnakis when they say the heavens. I know I be confusing y'all and shit with the way my mind works, but I mean, if you can go with it, to try. But right, DNA has memories. The heavens is their thing. The heavens is where their place is. Paradise. You doing that Allah thing. Paradise is also okay. So the Anunnakis had a king had the sons. The sons ruled this, and that. So you had the Allah son of the Anunnaki, right? I'm going to right. I'm saying it right. Like the 12 people tribes of Judah and all that shit. It's all the same thing, right? And when they said made in the image of them, that is the Anunnakis making the abominations, which would be what you call the cave people, right? The cave men they did the little experiment with and turned them into empties. And the reason why they're empty is because when you're splicing DNA and you're putting stuff in and taking shit out, that's what regressive is, right? Recessive genes and shit. The reason why certain people are empties is because they have that recessive gene. That means they're the devoid. That's the word, right? Devoid of that which is connected to source. So when, in my opinion, now I'm not trying to insult anyone, but in my opinion, I feel like the original religious people organizations are the abomination. They are the true abominations because you are of the bloodline of spliced off-world DNA mixing with animals. You're filthy, abominated animals. And I'm not trying to be a dick, but you're claiming something you know nothing about. You're reading a book you don't even understand. Even in the damn book you're reading is telling you how fucked up it is. It tell you can kill who you want, rape who you want, smoke one when you want one. Y'all always miss the weed part in the Bible, but their their family Bibles is not for everybody. That's why they always say know thyself, know thyself, know thyself. God is not inside of a place made of brick and stone. He is inside you and all around you. First of all, God is not a person, a form, a thing, of she or he. It's only energy. Energy has never been created. It can never be destroyed. It just is. So there's no God that says, I want to make a man so he can be strong. I want to make a woman so she can have babies. Like that shit is stupid. I'm really not trying to disrespect y'all religious beliefs, but a lot of y'all belief system is stupid. You have to really just think. Maybe ask a couple of questions. Hold on, y'all. I'm reading. Right. Exactly. So I was like really tripping. I was like, oh my God, I don't want no Anunnaki blood in me. Oh my God, those motherfuckers is sick. They sick. Oh my God. I was flipping out, having a whole fucking panic attack. A whole panic attack. And then I had to steady myself and say, um, how would I give an example of this? Uh, Somebody in my family is a convicted murderer. They will be in jail for the duration of their life. Um, Someone in my family is a deviant and should never be around children. But am I that? Am I a deviant? Am I a rapist? Am I? Mm. Ugh. Am I bad? No. Remember on Set It Off where when Frankie said, "I can't help who I know." I can't. I can't just say all the Anunnakis are trash and ancestral, disgusting weirdos. I can't say that. I can't say that because that would be me saying that everybody else can call me this because of the members of my family. So I wanted to step back and take a deeper look into what else did the Anunnaki offer? What else did they offer to the world? Everybody can be considered a monster or a demon or a conqueror when they're trying to save their planet. If our planet was dying right now because we didn't have any gold to make the firmament, I don't believe in this shit, but that's how y'all think or what y'all understand. So okay, you know how the earth is supposed to be circular? I know they got those flat earthers, but I'm talking about the circle one that we see on the globe right now. So on the globe, if I could use water as an example. All of our oceans dried up. It's no more water, so it's no more plant life, no more uh sea life. And you can go to planet K. Planet K has so much water that it kind of spills into the universe and it's just wasted. So if you figure out a way to go and um tunnel that water from that other planet to yours to replenish your planet so your people can survive, are you a monster? Are you the devil? Are you a conqueror or a demon? Or are you trying to save your people and your planet? So you would say you're trying to save your planet, but when you took that water from that other planet and you didn't ask no permission, you shifted the planet and now you caused that planet to start to become unsteady. So I'm saying this to say that anything that has a beating heart and brain activity will make a decision that would appear to be absolutely deplorable to someone else when they're trying to survive. In the tablets, they said that the whoever the king was, please don't get me started with them names, but whoever was the original king, um, he didn't agree with their splicing of DNA and raping our animals up in the caves and shit. He didn't agree with that shit. But he was kind of outnumbered by the people. And he was a good king because he listened to his people. He wasn't a tyrant and said, no, we're all just going to die. He said, if the people believe this is how we can survive, let's try it. Even though he was 100% against it. So I can't hate all of the Anunnakis for what they did to my animals, turn my animals into kind of people, and now they going around being weird. We all make harsh decisions. Hitler had to make a really horrible decision. Y'all don't understand the depth of what Hitler did. He was trying to stop what was coming. But the only way he knew how to do it was to trap everybody. Get all them niggas. I could joke about it now because we've passed it, the Holocaust and all that shit. I know they act like that's the worst crime of the worlds of crimes, the fucking Holocaust. Like, whoo, don't get me started because they'll be trying to cut my shit off. Anyway, my point is Hitler. Yeah, I ain't even gonna start with the Congo and Rwanda and all that shit. Like, they don't even talk about that shit no more. You could say that all day long. You won't get no kind of fucking dings to your account. But he did what he had to do. He was trying to find somebody. He didn't make his target. He didn't get what he was seeking. And because of that, this is where we are. See, y'all not paying attention to look at the outcome of what Hitler was trying to stop. Yeah. Babe, what was it? In now and Iniki? Inky and Agnook or some shit. Yeah. Um, so I want us to go within. That is the fucking moral of the story. I had put a post on in my group about my trip, and a brother reached out to me and he said, you know, I feel like I have an attachment on me. And I know that is an attachment. He said, I want to go in and see if I'm right. And sure enough, he went in. I mean, we linked up 2 days after my post. That was somebody seriously trying to do their shadow work and get rid of the thing that's holding them back. And he called me and he was so grateful for me helping him to understand what he believed to be true and going on and happening in his life. We have got to go in. If you're not going to try a psychedelic, if you're not going to meditate, if you don't understand how to do breath work, take a walk. A tree can tell you everything a psychedelic can tell you. Connect, connect with the grasshoppers, the ants. You have to connect with everything so you are always protected and you are always working with the planet. When you align yourself with a religion, it's no different than I'm about to close out, guys. You tired? Gotta go to the bathroom. You gotta throw up. That's the medicine I told you to drink the milk before you took it. Give me a second, please. I'm sorry, I'm back. Okay. So when I was saying that a tree can give you the information you need to connect with the planet. And you need to, if you believe you are a part of the planet, if you know you're a part of the planet and all the elements that keep it running, go outside and connect with it. You have no idea how much power that is. No idea. You guys really have no idea what I be into. I want y'all to remember that which is inside of you, that is magical because it's beaten out of you every single day of your life. Every day of your life is it's going to be beaten out of you. People are going to tell you that magic isn't real and you're weird and you believe in devil worship and all that. Believing in yourself, if you believe in yourself and other people make fun of you or try to say there's something wrong with you, then you and it affects you, then you don't believe in yourself. I believe in myself. I know what I am. I know I can fucking blow a mountain up and I can crumble a house in 2 seconds if I'm mad. I know that. So it doesn't really matter what anybody says because the fuck I know I can do that. I train every day. I make weapons every day. I work with the planet every day. I'm always fucking working with the planet. That is the message of my trip. Never stop working with the planet because the planet is giving you life. And if you keep taking it for granted, you will suffer. Y'all better heed what I said. And y'all men, if a female come to you and she says she's pregnant by you, even if you don't believe her, don't be disrespectful. Y'all be careful with that karmic debt. And remember what I said: heaven, paradise, God, the gods, all of those things are real. To the people, it is real too. Stop trying to get into a gang. Y'all keep trying to gang up. Stop. Get out of these gangs. Religions are gangs. Crips. What's the other gang? The Bloods and all that dumb shit. Get out of that shit. The greatest gang you ever want to be with is the gang of the planet. That's the biggest gang in the world. The planet. And I'm fucking laced up with them niggas. I'm gang. I'm fucking initiated with them trees. I sit in them trees. We plan on how to take niggas out. That's the only gang you need to be worrying about. So think about that. If you really into your religion and you love it and you believe it, I told y'all, my mom, she left the house when I told her about her little guy, her little blue-eyed guy. And my girlfriend was about to leave and go back to Philadelphia because they was fighting me over they blue-eyed guy. If you believe in y'all God that much, just read his book to y'all that he wrote. Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody else wrote about what he said. Actually, no. Then didn't John Virgin, the King James, he said, well, this is my version of it. Whatever version y'all going, whatever Kingdom Hall y'all read, whatever, just read it. And if three things in there don't make no sense to you, you might want to rethink your path. So tap in or tap out. I'm gonna be back on here. I want to tell y'all about some more legal stuff that I had some success with. I'll come back on. Probably not now. I'm tired. But I hope that I taught y'all something because I'll be all over the fucking place. Anyway, I hope I helped y'all. If I did, leave a message. If I didn't, my bad.